Discipline is a powerful tool, but it's not the whole game. It's the hammer, not the blueprint. You can swing that hammer with perfect form, day after day, but if you're not building towards something that lights a fire in your soul, you're just smashing rocks. Controlled suffering, as you put it. And that's the trap too many men fall into, grinding for the sake of grinding, chasing productivity because it's what's expected, not because it's tethered to something deeper. The discipline trap. Society sells discipline as the golden ticket. The internet is flooded with motivational gurus preaching early mornings, cold showers, and relentless hustle. And you've bought in. You've trained your body, sharpened your mind, and structured your life like a warrior monk. But here's the unspoken truth: discipline without purpose is a treadmill. You're running, sweating, pushing, but you're not going anywhere. The routine becomes a cage, and the harder you grind, the tighter the bars close in. That hollow feeling? That's your soul whispering that you're out of alignment. You're not weak, far from it. You're not lazy or ungrateful. You're just disconnected from the why behind your actions. Without a clear purpose, discipline is like a car with no destination. You're burning fuel, but you're not moving toward anything that matters. The myth of, just work harder. The modern world screams at men to outwork everyone. It's the mantra of the hustle culture, the grind set mentality. But this advice is incomplete, even dangerous. Working harder without direction doesn't make you a king, it makes you a mule. You're carrying someone else's load, or worse, a load you don't even understand. The culture tells you to keep pushing, keep producing, keep climbing, but it rarely asks, where are you climbing to? This is where the disconnect happens. You're told that discipline equals success, but success isn't just a bank account, a jacked physique, or a corner office. Success is waking up knowing your actions are building a life that means something to you. Without that meaning, you're just surviving, not thriving. You're productive, sure, but you're numb. The shift, from discipline to alignment. Here's where the game changes. The antidote to this hollow grind isn't more discipline, it's alignment. Alignment is about syncing your actions with a purpose that resonates in your bones. It's about knowing why you're waking up at 5 a.m., why you're pushing through the pain in the gym, why you're pouring energy into your work. Purpose transforms discipline from a burden into a weapon. So, how do you find alignment? It starts with brutal honesty. You've got to sit with yourself, no distractions, no noise, and ask the hard question: what do I want my life to stand for? Not what society, your parents, or your peers expect. What do you want to leave behind when your time's up? What makes me feel alive? Not just what you're good at or what pays the bills. What sets your soul on fire, even if it's messy or uncertain? Am I living for me, or for someone else's script? Too many men grind to prove something, to a father, a rival, a ghost from their past. That's a recipe for resentment. These questions aren't easy. They might lead you to uncomfortable truths. Maybe your career doesn't align with your values. Maybe your relationships are draining your energy. Maybe you've been chasing goals that aren't even yours. That's okay. Discomfort is the compass pointing you toward growth. The emotionally intelligent man. This is where the idea of the emotionally intelligent man comes in. The world is shifting, and the old archetype of the stoic, grind at all costs male is crumbling. The modern man isn't just strong in body or relentless in work, he's strong in mind and spirit. He's not afraid to look inward, to question his path, to feel the weight of his emotions and use them as fuel. Emotional intelligence isn't weakness, it's clarity. It's the ability to understand yourself, your desires, and your purpose, and to act on that understanding with intention. An emotionally intelligent man is dangerous in the best way. He's not reckless or chaotic, but he's grounded, calm, and unshakable. He knows who he is, what he stands for, and where he's going. He's not swayed by trends, peer pressure, or fleeting dopamine hits. He's aligned, and that alignment makes him unstoppable. How to build alignment. Finding your purpose and aligning your life with it isn't a one-time epiphany, it's a practice. Here's how you can start: get quiet and reflect, carve out time to be alone with your thoughts. No phone, no music, no distractions. Journal, meditate, or just sit in silence. Ask yourself, what do I want? What's stopping me from feeling fulfilled? Write down whatever comes up, even if it's messy. Define your values. What matters most to you? Freedom, impact, connection, legacy. Write down your top 3 values and audit your life. Are your daily actions serving those values, or are you chasing someone else's definition of success? Start small, act now. Purpose doesn't mean quitting your job to climb Everest tomorrow. It's about small, intentional steps. If you value creativity but spend 0 time creating, start with 10 minutes a day. If you value connection, prioritize a real conversation over scrolling X. Small actions compound into massive change. Embrace the unknown. Purpose evolves. You don't need all the answers today. What matters is moving towards something that feels true, even if the path is foggy. Trust that clarity comes through action. Surround yourself with the right people. The company you keep shapes your mindset. Seek out men who challenge you to think deeper, not just lift heavier. Find mentors, peers, or communities that value purpose over posturing. Revisit and recalibrate. Alignment isn't a destination, it's a process. Check in with yourself regularly. Are you still on the path that feels right? Are your habits serving your purpose, or are they just autopilot? The unstoppable man. When you align your discipline with purpose, something shifts. The grind doesn't feel like suffering anymore, it feels like progress. The early mornings, the sweat, the sacrifices, they all have meaning because they're building something that matters to you. You're not just checking boxes, you're crafting a life that's yours. This is what makes you unstoppable. Not because you're the loudest or the strongest, but because you're grounded in something bigger than fleeting wins. You're not chasing validation or running from insecurity, you're moving toward a vision that's uniquely yours. That's the kind of man who doesn't just survive the noise of the modern world, he cuts through it. Stay focused. The world will keep trying to pull you off course. Social media, societal expectations, even your own doubts, they'll all tell you to just keep grinding, keep hustling, keep doing more. But more isn't the answer. Better is. Better choices, better alignment, better connection to your purpose. You've already got the discipline. You've proven you can show up, day after day. Now it's time to make that discipline mean something. Dig deep. Find your why. Align your actions with it. And watch how fast stuck turns into unstoppable. Stay focused. You're closer than you think.